Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Guys, are Kailash Kumar 1VE21 CA074. We will start with our new topic, keyframe system. Let's start with the first slide. Introduction to keyframe system. The keyframe system is technically used in the animations to define the key pose or the frame that dedicate the motion of an object or the character. Keyframe serve as reference point that helps animation create smooth and elastic animation. This system is widely used in 2D and 3D animation to streamline the animations process. Animation thing. Creating keyframes and animators typically create keyframe at crucial points in the animation timeline. Keyframes are often the first and the ending point of an action or a movement. By strategically placing keyframe, animators can achieve the desired motion and timing in their animations. Interpolations between framework in between or interpolation is the processing of generating intermediate frame between the keyframe to create fluid motions. Interpolations techniques include linear, easy in, the easy out, and the Bezier curves. These techniques help smooth out the transition between the keyframe for the motion natural looking animations. Editing keyframe. Animators can adjust keyframe to refine the motions and the timing of an animation. Editing keyframe involves changing the positions, rotation, scale, or other properties of the object or a characteristic. By fine-tuning keyframe, animators can enhance the overall quality of the animations. Keyframe animation software. Popularly, animation software such as Adobe Animated, Autodesk Mava, and the Blur support keyframe animations. These software tools provide features for the creating, editing, and manipulating keyframe. Keyframe animation software simplifies the animations process and allows animators to bring their ideas to life. Keyframe in 2D animations. In 2D animation, keyframe defines the key pose and the movement of the characteristic of or object. Animators use keyframe to establish the main drawing in a sequence. By animating between the keyframe, animator create the issues of the movement in the 2D animation. Keyframe in 3D animation. In 3D animation, key plays a crucial role in defining the motion of 3D models. Keyframes are used to set the initial and the final pose of characteristic or object in a 3D scenes. Animators can create a complex animation by manipulating keyframe in a 3D environment. Keyframe in game development. Keyframe are used in game development to develop and to animate characteristic object and the environmental element. By selecting keyframe, game developer can create dynamic animations that enhance the gameplay. Keyframe animations is efficiently tools for bringing a game world to life and creating a impressive gaming experience. Keyframe in virtual reality. In virtual reality animation applications, keyframes are used to animate a interaction movement and the transition. Keyframe animation in VR helps create realistic and engaging experience for users. Animators can leverage keyframe to design the interactive environment and characteristics in virtual reality. Augmented reality utilizing the keyframe to animate virtual elemented with the real world. Keyframe animation in AR enhance the user experience by seamlessly integrating virtual content with the physical environment. AR developer. AR means augmented reality developer rely on the keyframe to create a compelling and the interactive AR experience for the users. Challenging of keyframe animations, achieving smooth and the natural looking motion between keyframe and a keyframe can be challenging. Now, managing a large number of keyframes in a complex animation requires careful organizations and the planning, balancing creativity with the techniques precious in efficiency for successful keyframe animations. Future trend in keyframe animation. Advanced Advice in AI and machine learning are expected to streamline keyframe animation workflow. Real-time keyframe editing tools may become more prevalent, enabling animators to iterate quickly on the animation. Virtual production techniques such as using LED walls and motion captures could revolutionize keyframe animations in film and televisions. Case study for keyframe animations: the use of the keyframe in blockbustering animated films such as Pixar Toy Story and Design for Disney Origin showcase the versatility and efficiency of the techniques. Keyframe animations has been instrumental in the success of video games like The Legend of the Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and the Fortnite. Keyframe animations has been also used in the virtual reality experience like Beat Sabers and Job Simulator to create impressive and the interactive world. Conclusion: the keyframe system is a fundamental technical animation that enables animators to create a dynamic and energetic motion by setting by keyframe. Animators establish the foundation for smooth and the lifelike animations in 2D, 3D video editing, game development, virtual reality, and animated reality. Mastering keyframe animation requires a combination of an artistic skills, technicals, professionally, and creative visions to bring animation to life. Thank you. Signing off.